That's beautiful. Especially, I was asking because you get, especially nowadays, you get a lot of people rapping.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's shouting out North Side.
Yeah.
Or you get niggas coming in, your Shane Eagles, Big Star, East Side, East Rand, and like from the South, you don't hear it in hip hop as much.
Yeah.
And it feels like, you know, like you're carrying that.
I think
like,
you do hear it in hip hop. You know, we know that Questa is K1.
Yeah.
We know that Casper is Mafia Gang. We know that Nasty C is Durban. It's just more about, okay, fine, that is your environment, but what are you doing for your environment?
Yeah.
Me as a whole, I represent self-empowerment. That's what I represent. And it can be from anywhere, but I need to be honest and, you know, transparent enough to say that it's Soweto. You know what I'm saying? It's Soweto first. You know, and then, you know, it'll be your CBD, your Joburg CBD. But your Joburg CBD is filled with, you know, foreign business and foreign, you know, ideas and agendas and all that. But Soweto, the area that raised me, you know, is something that needs more of that, because there's so many people in Soweto that we can do without the Joburg CBD.
No, big facts.
We can do without, you know, up north. So I feel like if we can just start bringing that knowledge down into the communities and all around, you know what I'm saying, all around the province and all around the country, to stop being so dependent on Joburg being, you know, the land of milk and honey. It's not. It's just information is the currency right now.
Big time.
And I feel like if we can expose kids to information, they can tone down on just wanting to have fun, you know, because I feel like, here's an example I like to make, it's always fun to have that free period, or it's always fun to bunk, but when it's exam time, we get to see who's who.
Yeah,
right?
You get to see who's
and
really
that's
been
the
at
same
the
with
books.
life, you know. I mean, we all enjoy the free periods, we all enjoy the bunking, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to pass that exam so that you can move on to the next level and be exposed to more opportunities.
That's us. My nigga going deep on us.
He is
I'm loving
real.
it. No, that's real. I'm loving it. I'm loving that chat, because even when rappers say, okay, I'm going to rep my city, it's always usually like, nah, I just come from the East. You know what I'm saying? Even I'm going to put it on everything. It's never
but what's
like
going on in the East is
you know
my
what I'm
point.
saying?
It's like, you can come from anywhere, and you cannot judge people you know, based on where they come from, because anybody can just change the perception of that place, and it can become the place to be.
It can be the place to be. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're actually worried about inside your community.
Yeah.
You're actually worried about how it's doing, how it's looking, not like about the perception of what it has, but actually how the people
are
are
good
living.
at selling the perception.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they hide behind the perception. Because when you hide behind the perception, you don't have to put in any work yourself.
Facts.
It's already a perception. Like, oh no, I rep that perception.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like there's still so much more you can learn. You know, show us what you can teach. A lot of people don't have much to teach, and then I think that's what's letting us down.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. That's like some family type values, like
most
community steez, and you know, and it's like it's dope, but at the same time it's weird because everyone says don't mix family with the business because shit can go wrong. You know, people could start thinking you have your different agendas, and people could not think.
I mean, you don't mix friends with business, but you can. Family businesses are important.
And I was going to touch on that because if I'm correct, your older brother's your manager, right?
No, he's actually my younger brother.
Younger brother.
Yeah.
Your younger brother's your manager.
Yeah. He's my manager. He's my business partner. But I'm also his manager as well. Because there's certain things, certain businesses that he has to take care of, whereas I'm assisting him.
Yeah.
So we assist each other, we work together because he has also something different to offer.
Yeah.
The kind of business that he brings is different to the kind of business I bring, you know. And it might seem like because I'm more public than he is, and I'm more frontline in terms of like the performances, the live performances, and he's behind on the decks. There's not much he's doing.
Wait, so he's also your DJ?
He's also my DJ as well.
Heavy. I want to get into this whole relationship. Dude, I want to get into this whole relationship. Like, how did it start? Why was it like, oh shit, my little brother, why not someone else? And like, also the dynamics, like people would think that, you know, at times it will get personal. Like, you know, it's like your little bro. You're shouting at him. He's probably thinking, yo, fuck TSA, man. I'm old now. Like he sees me, I'm doing my shit. Let me, you know, bounce back at him, you know. So how did that actually start where you guys said, okay, let's do this? And then how do the dynamics work? How do you guys keep it stable? How do you know, make sure that it's business here and we're still good? And when we go home, we can still sit at the table together and eat and be like, but blood, I used to change your diapers, you know what I'm saying? Type of steez,
I mean, I never used to change characters, but so basically, it is like I said, it's family orientated, like but family business orientated.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough of that
Facts.
in the black community.
Not in, yo,
But
not enough. That's why I love the whole relationship, and I want to know how,
Yeah.
you know, like you said, education is the key.
Yeah.
How we make it work.
yeah, I feel like it's mainly about, you know, first of all, that's where the concept of nobody else came from. We both started off as kids with raw talent, but there was never any platforms or infrastructures to back that, you know, or any resources as well. So I feel like we had to make something of ourselves without anyone else. So that's where we came up with the name Nobody Else. You know, we
Yeah.
took care of everything. There was no graphic designer, there was no photographer, there was no stylist, you know, there was no investor. So we felt like, okay, fine, let's just make something out of nothing by ourselves with whatever we have. And that's just how that relationship came about. In terms of the dynamics, because it's already family orientated and it's not even fame or clout orientated, we have a common goal because it's like you see your parents growing older, you see them going into retirement, and then you have nieces and nephews. You kind of like you have to understand. You have to understand why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the common ground lies between us. It's about building something for our family and just being able to then give back, you know, and grow something that is gonna be, you know, of value. And I think, yeah, I mean, we won't have any differences. I think we actually even started hanging out later on after high school.
Yeah.
Prior to that, he had his own friends.
Yeah, you got your own,
I had my own friends. But beyond that, we also learned life. We also learned about how, you know, friendships can be a little tricky. As well, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them are going to be
Not everyone's
genuine.
real.
Yeah. So then we figured out then, okay, fine, man, if I'm having fallouts with these kinds of people, and every time I go back home, I go back to this guy, and I go back to my fam, it's like, this guy is my friend. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
big fact.
Yeah. So that's how we learned. And he took a lot from me because being 2 years older than him, I saw it all first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went into primary school first. I went into high school first. I started picking up characters and also being a very, I would say, introverted and reserved kind of character. It makes me a better observer.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was able to pick things up. I'm like, okay, so this is how people move. But whenever I would have like a bad day or anything that wasn't really working out for me, the people that I'd go back to was him and my mother and my sister. And I'm like, okay, fine, family is more legit, even though that can turn ugly.
Yeah.
Based on the characters and whatever.
Yeah, facts. Also,
But at the end of the day, if I need anyone, bro, like I'm gonna run into this guy. So we had to make that work, and it's not perfect. I can guarantee you that the relationship isn't perfect, but it's about having a common goal.
Yeah.
And a vision as to where you're trying to take it.
That's dope. So what's your brother's vision? Like, cause he's saying he DJs, he has his own steez.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it obviously sounds like, you know, he's also doing his own thing. So like,
How would I describe his vision? I don't know. Is he able to speak for himself?
He can.
he can grab the mic, he can jump on.
Let him drop.
Let
He's been
him-
working. He's been working really hard. Like this year, I spent the whole year assisting him.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing from your chest that he's been working. That's why
Yeah.
I want to know, like,
So-
if you're assisting him, and you had a heavy year. You know what I'm saying? You had a heavy year.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, G?
Yeah, I'm Bambatha Jones.
How are
And yeah, I've been his creative director, brand manager, stylist, and investor. So basically how it started with me, I heard his music from like when he was in high school. And I was like, yo, this guy's really special. Like he's got something outside of anything that's being offered. And I decided to like start working and actually investing in his stuff. So like shooting his music videos. So I took a gap year. I didn't even go to varsity.
That's crazy.
And then, yeah, like from then on, like it started picking up and like I started seeing a vision of a business being built out of this, and just honing his skills and his talents ended up giving me the vision of that, okay, we can actually start building artists out of this, because it ended up building me, myself as an artist. So essentially I'm a photographer. And that's where I'm getting most of my bag, but I've also dabbled in modeling for quite a while now, and that's where it actually really started moving our hustle, because like the income that I was getting from that, I was able to reinvest it into our business. So basically, I don't know, the vision is like just moving our business into a bigger scale where I'm able to photograph much bigger campaigns. So currently I'm working with Levi's. So
Heavy.
I'm the content producer and photographer at their studio.
Heavy. Big ups.
So yeah, that's who I work with. I work with brands mostly. So I've worked with Woolworths, Superdry, Pierre Cardin,
Get that bag.
Adidas. So like I've worked with quite a lot of brands. I'm mostly into fashion. So yeah, that's where my hustle is rooted, and it kind of spills into his because like I'm able to find like a creative direction for him and a style and a way to place him into the market.
Yeah.
Basically, compared to all the other artists that are on the market and able to push him forward. So yeah, man, I guess like building and giving the vision onto like
Talent development.
and yeah and
Marketing
using
agency.
Yeah.
using our little like platform, we're able to now extend it into other people and end up honing other people's skills and allowing them to also experience themselves as artists and believing in themselves and knowing that nobody else can.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
That's sick.
That's basically
You
what it
spoke.
is.
You spoke earlier about the troubles you're having with social media.
Yeah.
Is your brother the one who basically
No.
kind of helped you with that? Maybe
I think he did play a role in helping me stand
navigate
out.
it. Oh, okay, stand out.
Stand out because content is a tricky thing.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
you know
yeah.
is words and music. Being able to like create visuals that captivating visuals that people can engage in was not something that I was very versed in. So he would play the role of like he'd make me do things that I didn't really like doing. Like, yo, let me take a picture of you here.
Yeah,
Stuff like
yeah.
that.
Nah, I
So
feel
that's
that,
the part,
yeah.
like even the dress, you know what I'm saying? I've never like my dress sense was terrible.
And that's something I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, and learning from him because he's so good at that. And I started picking up like certain ways to also like brand myself, as well, you know. And I think that's the kind of role he's been able to play with helping me navigate through the social space and the visual space. You know, like I said, also being very introverted and like a homebody. He's more the out there guy. So I think what also brings us together is the differences.
the yin
Yeah.
and yang.
Yeah.
That's fire, G. That's dope. And like hearing that he's your stylist, you know, I want like makes a little bit of sense in my mind because I always thought to myself, I'm like, TSA is this type of nigga when I hear him rap. He's this type of vibe.
Yeah.
But
And it
his
matches that.
style,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? His style's like as much as the person he's chilled, his style's kind of almost out there. Like, you know I'm saying? Your style.
Is it out there like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you're rocking security jackets at Back to the City,
Oh, yeah.
but you're introverted.
Yeah.
You're having the jeans tucked in. You know, you got the earrings with the traditional earrings with the hoops. It's like that's almost brown kid swag vibes. Like it's almost out there. It's like, oh shit, this nigga on some different shit. But then you're a quiet, chilled person. It's like the fit it matches, but it also doesn't match the personality. So like, how did that style you two combine on that style and agree to? This is the approach we're looking for. Because obviously he's the stylist. He gave it to you, but I'm sure you also have to be like, but gee, I'm not feeling this one here.
He does have a lot of, styling ideas where I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling that. Because it can be a bit too out there.
Yeah.
But as much as you feel like our style is quite out here, I don't know, how what was the question?
Like, how did the style, like you two coming together? Because
Oh, yeah,
you're
I was
more
about to say,
introverted
I was about to
and
say, no,
he's out there.
The funny thing is, like, not to also, like, just put him on blast. It's like we do have also similar characters because of our background,
Yeah.
So we are quite chilled and laid back kind of characters. I just feel like the clothing speaks for us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, there's a lot that goes on in everyone's minds, right? But it's like that sometimes I'm not always willing and ready to like just start talking to you about my visions and everything that I've spoken about. Sometimes I just let you just see the clothing and you kind of have an idea of
Facts.
This is the kind of character this guy is. So I think we just make it work in the sense that we want the clothes to speak for themselves, but also like to translate the message that is already going on.
Yeah, so it's just about like being like almost militant and like just being very controversial. It's like what the fuck, almost,
true.
like so just giving it away in terms of not even having to speak.
Yeah.
But when you look at something, you just like, you want to have questions, you want to explore
Yeah.
it more, and you want
Yeah.
to know what's happening in our minds, and that's where we get our grab.
Kind of like a policeman or a soldier. You don't have to ask them
What they do, you just know. Yeah, because and that's what I'm saying. Like your style is out there. Like I see TSA and like I see your face, and it's like, okay, you know, I'm also introvert. It's like, nah, I can see this. Like I can see this nigga. Like yeah, we could fuck with each other.
Sure.
Then you see the kid, and it's like, but wait, G, like that's wild. What are you like? What are like now? I just got questions like, what are you rocking? Why are you rocking this? Like what you do? You look like you're doing something different. Like even the jungle cover. Did you shoot that? Fire fucking cover. You know what I'm saying? Like it just has
Can you even tell where it was shot?
I feel like it was Newtown.
No, you guys don't even notice where it was shot.
Where?
Constitutional Hill.
Oh shit! That dude, it looks, dude. It looks. I won't lie. It looks like not in Jersey, like
Crazy.
somewhere else in the pits.
He can explain, because I mean, if you listen to the concept of the project itself,
Yeah.
you know, it's quite militant. It's
Facts, it's-
controversial. It's almost political, and for us to shoot the cover at a place like that, it just also speaks to how premeditated a lot of our moves are. A lot of people don't even notice that it's Constitutional Hill.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it was just a combination of like the literal jungle being like the trees and everything, and then the concrete jungle. So
Yeah, like-
it was just a fusion of that kind of idea.
Dude, and that's that's what I get when I see that
and
cover.
that's
It's
where
like,
you just see that like it's wild out here, either or, you know, whether you in the city or you out in the bush, it's just
so
wilderness.
when making the jungle, are you listening to the songs and thinking, how can I make the cover? Or he just tells you, I want this vision?
Nah, I always have the visual treatment to what he says. So like I hear very rough versions of his music and the direction. Like I hear things that don't even make it onto the final cut. So
the unreleased
I know,
cuts.
Yeah, I know.
Scafe. You must
I'll leave it at. But yeah, so like I'm able to understand exactly what's happening in his head, because like sometimes a song will chill with like just 4 lines for like 5 days, and he just can't get around it, and then he gets around to it. Like, so I know the emotions that go through in between that process where he's not able to like put the song together, not being able to write the verse, and that's where I get to capture his emotions and then translate that visually.
Heavy.
It's wild, dude. It's like chilling with you guys here. Your album is literally making more and more sense as we go along. Like
It's just get it is.
That was the first time actually. To have like going into detail as to what the whole vision, the thought process behind it is.
But like we need this now. Now it's going to be heavy. Now it's going to be heavier, rather. It's going to be heavier when I listen to it with that
Knowledge in mind,
you know what I'm
looking
saying?
at the cover, like it's
Because
more than just.
I was listening to it recently, and it's like you could feel that most people don't have a theme, but they're not like
stuck to it. They
they're
don't
not
follow
stuck
it.
to
Yeah.
it. It's like you
modern music is
you have
like
like
that
a
thing.
very set purpose
Yeah.
in like all the songs and in the way each beat is made, because it's almost like there's a point where it actually feels like you just edit the beat a little bit in the next song, like it's so blended in. Word, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Like, chilling here, like it makes more sense now.
It's crazy, and I want to get like to Jungle. So Jungle, how did that come about? Because I listened to the whole project, and it sounds like you're in that space of a jungle where it's like, first you're broke, you're frustrated, you're hungry, you want the money.
Yeah.
It's okay, fake friends around me. It's okay, fuck it, all on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this track, spend it on me, everything. And then it's like, you're not there. Let me chill, let me vibe. It's the city, let me vibe. Let me bounce a little, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bounce is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need big bounce for me. Bounce for me. Yo.
We have something coming up for that as well.
Oh, please, my boy. Yo, I need that one. That's
Now,
for
your,
me.
your album is wild, like,
And
and
then
now
it-
that you explain that break as well that you took,
Yeah.
you can feel it in the
Yeah,
album. It's
you can
almost
feel
like
it.
You're getting ready for like a massive fight, and like you go into like
And
training camp.
crazy fight, because it's bounce, and then you say close with Google, you say winter baby, so it's vibes, and then it goes back to like, wait, niggas, I'm still here in this jungle, like I still have to get out. Then you start fighting, then it's the jungle remix, and you're just, you know what I'm saying? Even the jungle from itself, the beginning, buffaloes, rhinos, you know what I'm saying? Like I just see the notes like counting,
Sure,
like, and I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so, like, what was the thought process? Where were you? Like, what was, like, just what was happening?
How do I describe jungle? Because I mean, I made that a long time ago. I made that back in 17, late 17?
May 2017.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. So I
Crazy.
think how I would describe where that energy came from was when we were starting to see good bags, you know, and I felt like really empowered to start really making something from what we've been investing almost like, 5 years into, because we've been losing a lot of money, obviously investing into studio time,
Facts.
music videos and all those other stuff. And, towards like late 2017 was when we started feeling empowered, when the hustle starts.
Yeah, when it starts, yeah.
Because for a while it drains
It brings you down.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm spending rag here, niggas on following me, they're not listening.
Discourages you. All the while the skill was also getting better. So I just felt like, damn, okay, let me try and describe the process of hustling in Johannesburg from my perspective.
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like. It really felt like, lions, like pockets loud, walking like I'm in a jungle. Like, because obviously, on the notes, there's the big five.
Facts.
Right? And I've always just been fascinated with, wildlife as well. Because growing up, my father used to have like so many tapes of like wildlife. And I would watch that, I'm just inspired and fascinated, with nature itself. So, I mean, we've always known that Johannesburg is considered the concrete jungle. So I took that concept and I was like, how do I incorporate it and try to like almost like explicitly describe what it's like grinding in Johannesburg. And it's that wild,
Yeah.
And that's where it came from. And I was like, okay, fine. If you're feeling good and you're feeling empowered, man, don't even look at the price. Just buy it, because that's just how it is.
True, that's how it is.
The conspicuous consumption in Joburg is quite wild.
The moment you're feeling good, you just...
Yeah. So I just wanted to give people that thing. I mean, like a lot of people will tell me, like, yo, jungle makes me feel like I've made it.
Yeah.
And yet it's jungle, and I'm talking about lions, cheetahs, and buffaloes. I just wanted to merge the concrete, concept of the jungle and the actual wildlife, and just that very primal, instinct that we all have in us to survive and to want to make it. It was all put into jungle.
I know you got it perfect, G. You hit it out for me. You hit it on the head. That's one of the top 5 projects. Has to be top 5 projects this year. Like, I've listened to that on repeat. I know my favorite, All On Me, Friends, Tenfold, Bounce, Jungle Remix. Those are like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've clocked them in. Like, those are my favorites. Those are my shits. But yeah, G, before we get going, before we leave, I want to know what's coming up in future and the change of the sound. Because you just dropped the track last week, Glow, Future Usanele and Windows 2000. Fire track, whole different sound. Usanele, Windows 2000s, they have different sounds. So what can you expect from TSA in the future, both as a person, creative and music-wise?
I mean, near future, I'm already in pre-production now for the Jungle music video.
Okay.
So we're working on that.
That's going to be fire.
I want to shoot more. I want to give visual treatments now to the audio.
Oh, well.
I am working on new music, which is going to be a part of another project that's going to be, in a different setting.
Scape exclusive?
So it's... so the jungle is literally in the jungle.
Yeah.
But at some point you have to come out of the jungle.
Hey.
So that's the next setting. And glow is kind of like that idea of the environment has changed. We're no longer...
No, it's fine. Shake it.
We're about to live life kind of thing. Yeah, so it's just music videos, and I'm obviously working on like more music. And I think that's about it. It's just mainly music videos because I've also been starving people of...
Yeah, you have. You have been. Well. Yeah, like I said, you're on the Enigma shit.
Yeah, so now I think I want to really put myself out there, in the form of like, your interview, the music video. I just really, because I think, like you said, now it's going to make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
The project, I feel like music videos will do that for the music as well.
100%.
So that's literally what we're working
100%. Away, and just leave the people with your tags where they can find you on the socials, YouTube, your music, all of that, you know what I'm saying?
So it's at TSA, nobody else on all major platforms.
Oh, yeah.
And then my website is tsa.nobodyelse.co.za. That's where you can find actually like free downloads where I give away. Like,
because what's saying you removed some of your old tracks.
I removed. I mean, like
I saw this. I tried to find them, nigga. I tried to find the old tapes.
It's a space thing. Let me say
okay,
that. It's a space thing, and just I mean, that's just where you'll find a lot of like exclusive content, like this kind of interview. And
your hats and your shirts, I saw them.
The merch.
Yeah, the merch sold out. Is it also on the website?
Look, it's not on my website. It's on shop.nobodyelse.co.za.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think right now what people can focus on is just hit up the streaming platforms, the music platforms, to just get a sense of TSA. You know? And TSA is he's not a newbie, first of all. You know, I'm not going to act like an OG.
Never.
To a lot of people that don't know, you know, I've been grinding since 2013. So
I know this.
So you know this.
You're an OG.
Yeah.
Don't kids, don't let this kid lie to you. Don't let this grown ass man play.
You know what level OG is? Like OG is, you need impact.
You need impact.
Yeah. You need impact. People
know what
you've been doing.
Yeah.
So I don't want to disrespect the real OGs.
I feel you. For sure.
Yeah, man. So, just check out TSA, Nobody Else. That's all one word. Some people say it's nobody else.
It is what it is. 6 lakh.
On all platforms, and you'll definitely find me there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. TSA, Nobody Else. We with TSA, Nobody Else. The whole crew, the whole brand. It's been a dope episode. You know, reporting live from Blueprint Studio, 42 Mile Street for all your recording needs. We bringing you that, you know, local water. Hydrate differently for our spitters here. You know what I'm saying? Can't have cotton mouth when you're out here rapping on these bars and stuff. And this has been AudiOpium. You know, it's an orgasmic experience bringing you the dopest sounds from the dopest artists and the dopest people. I've been Erratic Assassin. It's been nice to have you. It's been my guest here.
You know what it is. It's Uncle Ace.
You know what I'm saying? You can find us on, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter at erratic_A. That's ERRATIC_A. And man, thank you again for joining us. Shout out to TSA. Thanks, G, for joining us again. You know, it's a startup. We appreciate and have independent young niggas like you pushing, grinding for their community, pushing their families, spreading knowledge, spreading word, you know, spreading something more real than just material things. Because all that shines isn't glitter and gold. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So spreading the real. So this was dope. Mad eye-opening.
And shout out to you for the freestyling. You know how to freestyle, bro. You must teach me how to
you're talking about freestyles, nigga. Drop a freestyle for us.
Like I said, you know how to freestyle. You must teach me how to freestyle. I don't know how to freestyle.
Nigga gonna give me freestyle on my own show.
Not now, obviously.
Not now, but we'll hit it up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's AudiOpium. It's orgasmic. You're hearing the dopest sounds from the dopest people and the dopest art. It's been fun to have you. Peace.
I said, give me all the glow, fuck it, I want all the dough. Bitch, I owe it to myself to be the best I'll ever know. I've been putting words on paper, but I'll never ever fold. I got money on my mind and I got bitches on the flow. What you waiting for and what you doing in them clothes? I got what you need, but I want everything and more. I'm trying to make you my little star, now put on a good show and make it all you know. Looking back, I know I'll never change it. Life can be some bullshit, but these draws are always changing. I've been way too patient, I've been doing good. I've been on the low with your baby and your boo. Look at what we doing on the regular. I be on your neck, you can call me Young Dracula. Flip my life like a spatula. I don't like limitations, I don't like jealous friends. I don't like all the faking, but fuck it, it's what it is. Southside, yeah, you know how we ride. I cannot afford to take a break or vacation. Women come and go, but the money stay patient. I've been on the low, cause these niggas stay faking. I said, give me all the glow, fuck it, I want all the dough. Bitch, I owe it to myself to be the best I'll ever know. I've been putting words on paper, but I'll never ever fold. I got money on my mind and I got bitches on the flow. What you waiting for and what you doing in them clothes? I got what you need, but I want everything and more. I'm trying to make you my little star, now put on a good show and make it all you know.
Long time coming, I've been long waiting, but you should have been a doctor, got a lot of patience. Tell it like it is, these niggas go hurt me. Fighting unbelievers, though we won't make it. This is for my niggas that I'm okay with. Let's adjust the point like a location. We should talk it over like a conversation. But he's deep in the feelings and he won't say shit. But he poppin' with depression, think I'm going crazy. Yeah, problem with these rappers cause they on the same shit. But you probably don't relate, cause we not related. But you keep it on the low like it's low case. On the low.
I said, give me all the glow, fuck it, I want all the dough. Bitch, I owe it to myself to be the best I'll ever know. I've been putting words on paper, but I'll never ever fold. I got money on my mind and I got bitches on the floor. What you waiting for and what you doing in them clothes? I got what you need, but I want everything and more. I'm trying to make you my little star, now put on a good show and make it all you know.
She told me loving you is dangerous. You don't pick up the phone and you work like you on angel dust. But I can die up on my knees cause I got people on my plate and I know all of them depend on us. I took my niggas on the road, I told them dreams is all we got, so I'ma make sure that shit work for us. And I got scars on my back because it's fuck all you niggas. They call me Louis Vuitton, I'm missing L's like a villain. Because I know how it feels like to be right at the bottom, putting money together just to sip on the bottle. Now I walk in the building, ain't no need for credentials. I go straight to the owner, ain't no need for reception.
I said give me all the glow, fuck it, I want all the dough. Bitch, I owe it to myself to be the best I'll ever know. I've been putting words on paper, but I'll never ever fold. I got money on my mind and I got bitches on the float. What you waiting for and what you doing in them clothes? I got what you need, but I want everything and more. I'm trying to make you my little star, now put on a good show and make it all you know.